Well, hello there, guys, and welcome to the next part of our battle in Combat Mission Black Sea. We're, of course, playing as U.S., or I should say NATO forces, trying to defend this city from apparently invading, possibly Russian, possibly just Russian sympathizer troops. We're in the city right now, and at this point we're just kind of trying to spot. We don't actually have any APCs in the city. 2 of them were destroyed. Well, we also took out 2 or 3 of the enemy APCs, and we've got enemy APCs approaching up here on the hill. So let's see how it goes. I've already given orders. Let's hope they're carried out. Here we go, guys. Chikalivka, I believe it is called. Alright, so far there's no contact. Oh, I don't know why the machine gunner would open up. I'm not sure that's a great idea. Let's see how this works. Looks like the enemy has some troops here, and as you can see, I do have the Donetsk mod, so the soldiers don't look, like the game sort of made them look almost identical to the Americans. This really improves the way they look. So they actually look like rebels. There we go. Alright, he's taking cover. Nice! Did we get a hit? I think we may have gotten a hit. But right now the APCs are kind of staying put, and that's good for us. We've got some APCs entering town now. Or very soon. They're going to have to cross this annoying bridge. And just look how badly the Russians have bombed this sector here. This is unbelievable. But our men can get by pretty easily. Alright, I don't like the smoke. I don't like the smoke at all. The smoke suggests to me that the enemy has a massive force here. So, we're actually hunting in this location. I'm going to go ahead and hunt around, get here. But I want to get my men out of these vehicles pretty quickly. Then again, I really want to move these vehicles into town as fast as possible. And this might get in the way of that. I think this is alright, and we want to hunt the rest of the way. We can go ahead and get our men out of these vehicles once we get to the destination. Alright, this terrain is not the best terrain, but there's not much we could do about that. And obviously the shell holes are not going to make it easy for us to drive over this road. Oh! Come on, boys. Whoa! Okay, we've got an enemy APC very close now, or somebody actually gave this a correct name, a BTR, I believe is the name. And it looks like our men are returning fire at it, but we've got to get our own BTRs out there quickly. And there we go. At least we're firing. Looks like maybe some sort of... Nice! Maybe some sort of rocket? I'm not sure. Could just be a small grenade launcher of some sort. That's what I think it is. There we go. Alright, we're getting some penetration finally. And that was actually from the machine gun. So apparently our machine guns are able to penetrate their heavy armor. At least it looks that way. And at this point, we really do have to get these guys out of this vehicle. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to dismount. And I want to go ahead and move them into one of these buildings close to the front. So I'm going to actually put them in this building, level 2. So these guys we're also going to dismount. And we'll move them into a building a little bit closer here. Level 2. Same with these guys, of course. But I'm going to be a bit safer with them. The headquarters, and move them into this building right here. Let's get to level 2 of that building. We're also going to take this vehicle, of course, and I'm going to hunt this way. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Let's see where the other BTR is. And we can definitely get these guys out, so let's dismount this unit as well. And I'm going to move them into this large building right here, but I will eventually move them forward a little bit more. In fact, I'm going to take this infantry unit and quick move them to this building right here. So we're just kind of leapfrogging into town. I think it's the best way to go. And of course, we'll continue to hunt up this street and hopefully take some serious chunks out of the Russians. I believe we also have some spotters, and we could call in some drones. We could also call in some mortar fire, but I'm not entirely sure I want to do it yet. Then again, that's a pretty good target. Alright, we're going to do it. I'm going to call in 2 heavy, long personnel. And this is, of course, assuming the enemy starts letting men out of this vehicle and depositing them right here, which would actually be a pretty stupid thing to do. Alright, let's go ahead. Here we go. Putting them right there in front of the town where we could shoot at them is not a great idea. There's some penetrating shots. There we go. Oh! 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 I don't even think we got a chance to return fire there. And our entire infantry squad, or most of it... No, well, some of them got out, but most of it was definitely destroyed there. An absolute crushing defeat there for us in terms of that BTR. So I'm hoping we can make up for that. You can see our infantry moving very quickly through the smoke. That's all we have to rely on right now is that smoke. Come on. Come on. Believe in you. We believe in you, BTR. Alright, we got some enemy infantry out there. Interesting. I like that he's targeting infantry, but I don't like that he's totally ignoring the enemy vehicles. Alright, so obviously our men are having little difficulty in getting into position here. Not bad, not bad. Let's see what else we want to do. Got this bad boy right here. And I'm definitely going to move the other BTR up, but I want to dismount with this unit here. And let's quick move them into this building as well. There's an enemy BTR right there. Oh, that's creepy. So you know what? This is actually a bit risky, but I really want to kill that BTR right there. So I'm going to send the guy after that guy, and I'm going to do the same with this BTR. I'll quick move this way, and I will hunt the rest of the way in the hopes that this thing knows what it's doing. We've also got another one back here. We kind of saved it as a reserve. I think we could start moving them into town. Alright, men, let's get to it. Target the armor. Enemies using a lot of smoke to mask their approach into town. But they've also got some BTRs approaching there on the left side. Or their right. Our left, I guess. Alright, we've got some penetration on the hull there. That's nice, and that's from the infantry unit all the way back here. Here we go, guys. Our BTR's on the attack. Ooh, why does this not look like a good situation? There we go! Good shooting, guys. Oh, I'm so glad we caught that. That was beautiful. My eyes hurt a little bit, but that's a definite kill on the BTR. And we might actually take out another enemy BTR right here. So they're trying to move into town. I'm going to have to go back and see that again. Sorry, guys. That's just too cool. So here we go. This little bastard's setting up to cause us problems. And... boom! I love it. I love it. Alright, very cool. So that's one enemy BTR down. Maybe two. I definitely heard someone getting hit inside the BTR, and it looks like they're going to evacuate it. Yep, absolutely. Tavarishi. Davai Tavarishi. Yes, exactly. I believe that means comrade, go comrade. But my Russian friends can probably tell me. Let's go ahead and continue forward with this guy. I like his movement, and I like the fact that he's causing a lot of problems to this part of the enemy group. But I also want to keep moving our infantry into the town. So let's get this infantry unit. Let's try to get him over here to level 1. Wait a minute, did we dismount this guy? Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. I thought we dismounted him. Apologies. Alright. So let's go ahead and see if we can get him out of here. So there's... I guess because the gunner's rotating. Why must you rotate? Why must you do that? Can I pause? Let's see if this works. No, we're going to have to wait for this silly guy to stop rotating. Alright, well, in the meantime, I guess, we can go ahead and maybe hunt. We'll unpause him as well. As for this infantry, I like their positioning, and you can see we've got a lot of guys moving into this building. The one thing I don't like is it feels to me like these BTRs are cutting off our line of sight for anything past this area. But as you can see, we got some nice hits here on the enemy, and definitely not a bad start, but let's see how it continues. We've still got this BTR, and I want him to hunt this way and find those enemy BTRs. So let's go for it. Don't forget we've got that incoming artillery fire, well, mortar fire anyway. Here we go, grenade launcher. There's your firing grenade launcher at the advancing infantry units. Alright, we've got a machine gunner in this building as well. Come on, machine gunner. What do we pay you for? There we go, that's what I'm talking about. This actually looks, is this a church? It might be. There's an enemy casualty here. No, sorry, that's our casualty. We definitely took out the enemy right there on the road. He will not be troubling us anymore. And he had an RPG, so that's definitely something to worry about. Are there no enemy BTRs here? Have they all moved out? Wow, maybe they have. What was that? What was that? Oh, shit. One of our BTRs just got hit from the right side here, guys. It's a tank! Somebody mentioned tanks, and they were right. And of course, our infantry was trapped inside that thing. That's not going to be good at all. Let me get these guys, and I'm going to quick move them into this building, because I know that they do have some anti-tank properties. How effective they are, I don't know. But I'm going to keep moving with this guy. We got to hit those BTRs, but now that we have tanks on the right side, we better hope we're getting some reinforcements. And I believe we are. Over here, we're already getting some. This is pretty awesome. So let's grab these guys, and we're going to quick move them into town. There's some Humvees there. I'm going to try to move them in on the left side to avoid the fire from those tanks. It's unfortunate we're not getting tank reinforcements now, but maybe that will come later in the battle. Alright. Unfortunately, we lost this APC, or this BTR, because it's stuck in the water, which is just one of the worst ways I could imagine losing this thing. Let me get this infantry unit and try to move him into level 2 over here, and let's get started. Alright, that tank is definitely a cause for concern. 2 tanks now. And somebody mentioned they would be approaching. They were right. Is that a T-70? I don't know. T-34? No, it's definitely not a T-34. It's much stronger than a T-34. We've also got enemy infantry moving into town, guys. That's a cause for concern. But I want to see... There we go. We got a penetrating hit on the right hull. Or the front hull, I should say. And if we could take out that BTR, I'll feel a little bit better. What are you doing? What... We're doing fine there for a second. Oh, I see. He's going to drop some smoke. Fair enough. Holy shit, right in the ass. Yep, I kind of expected that, I have to say. That tank had its sights on us. All we can hope for now is some tank reinforcements. Excuse me, guys. It's getting late here. Losing my mind a little bit, but yeah, this is definitely a cause for concern, and especially for this infantry unit, since we were moving them in, we know that there's going to be enemies in their line of sight now, so I'm going to cancel their movement, and I'm going to quick move into this building right here. So this one's much closer, and I think that our machine gun will also be able to respond some, but we've got a problem, and that problem is armor over here, so I don't know what we're going to do about it. I don't know what to do about it. But we've got to try our best. Maybe we can call in some drones. Of course, these are just, I believe, just unmanned drones that actually give us, essentially, eyes in the sky. I don't think they actually bring in airstrikes. They might, though. This might be a worthy opponent to deliver an airstrike. Anyway, guys, I hope you're enjoying this series. If you are, don't forget to like it down below. As I always give the disclaimer that I have no political affiliation here for either side. I'm just playing a historical game, that's it. And in fact, this is alternative history entirely. So I hope you're enjoying it. Thanks so much, guys. Take care, and have an awesome, awesome day.